and Abhisar. So I'm going to ask you some questions.
Yeah, sure. I'm
Okay,
ready.
so let's get there. Talk a little bit about attitudes towards helping other people. You know, uh, how do you explain that some people do not want to help other people?
Okay, so as a human being, we live in a society. The society comprises of different people with different intellect and dialect living together. One of
Mm-hmm.
the primary aspect in this living together is that you need to understand other person's requirement. If they need your support, then you should be ready to support. Otherwise, there is no difference between humans and animals. So that's why it's been said that the humans are more intellectual, they are more empathetic towards other person's feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, there are certain set of people who doesn't believe in helping others,
Mm-hmm.
and they are self-centered. In my opinion, if you ask, that should not be the approach, because uh, it's kind of, you say in karma that the way you give it back to the society, in the same form it comes back to you. So it is important, from overall perspective as well, that you should be ready to help others wherever your support is required. However, you need to be cautious enough to understand that you are not helping anybody without asking them for help. So that is equally important to understand. That
Right.
you are helping only when you are being asked to help.
Right. Um, Now, do you agree or do you disagree that governments have a responsibility to help the people?
Well, I agree that government has a certain responsibility to help people,
Mm,
because they provide us directions and guidelines. Uh,
mm-hmm.
it's kind of a framework in which certain people, everybody in the country is supposed to work or supposed to behave. So
Right.
it becomes imperative that a common guideline is being
Mm,
given to
mm,
everybody to
mm.
follow a directive approach.
Do you think that there are some people or some sections of the people who deserve more help than others?
Yes, but if I may say so, that extra help is only required for uh, those people who are differently abled, who are physically challenged. If a person
Mm-hmm.
is hale and hearty,
Mm-hmm.
then no extra support is required. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
if a person is suffering from any kind of a disability,
Mm-hmm.
or if the person is differently abled, then definitely they would need an extra support, which everybody should be willing to extend to them.
Parisha, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Right then, Parisha. So, shall we talk about food, or shall we talk about music, or shall we talk about effect of films on society? Take your pick.
Food.
Food. Okay, stick to food. Right. What is your favorite meal?
Meal. I prefer lunch.
Okay, why? Whenever you answer in IELTS, don't wait for the examiner to ask you why. Always say, I prefer lunch. No, because.
Okay.
Give me the because. Right then. Start again. What is your favorite meal?
I prefer lunch because we can have a fullest during
Hmm.
that time, and we won't we'll be able to digest it more properly, as we have to
Hmm.
work after that. We just don't have to sit around.
Okay. Okay. Do you prefer to eat out or eat at home?
Eat at home.
Eat at home.
Because
Why? Yeah. Why? Because.
I prefer to eat at home because
Hmm.
we can eat at our comfort. We don't
Hmm.
have to be basically we don't have to sit in a specific posture. We can
Hmm.
be ourselves
Okay.
rather than being someone who we aren't outside.
Right. And are you being serious when you're saying that?
Yes,
Wouldn't you really
pretty
like
much
to go
serious.
outside and have a wild time?
Pretty much serious because I prefer my comfort zone over
Right.
going outside.
Now, when you say that you prefer your comfort zone, you prefer home cooked food and all that, staying at home and eating, would you say that your choice is not really the more popular, especially when compared with those of your friends?
Yes, I would specifically agree with you because
Mm-hmm.
my friends, they prefer
Mm-hmm.
outside food, the junk food specifically, like pizzas and burgers, because
Mm-hmm.
their lifestyle is used to that. Whereas I have always been the homey kind of person. I am an extrovert,
Right.
but not till very extent. I'm ambivert specifically.
Okay.
Whereas the
Right.
other
Shall
people,
I
they
shall I
are
ask you something?
social people, so they prefer that.
Yeah. Shall I ask you something? Are you deliberately holding yourself back and trying to speak clearly?
Trying to speak clearly.
Are you deliberately holding yourself back and trying to speak clearly? Are you thinking and answering?
Yes.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
Just speak spontaneously, okay?
Okay.
Now then, let's go back. And now I'm going to ask you the question and you're going to speak spontaneously. Guys, this is something you have to remember. Don't think and speak. Just speak spontaneously. Like your friend asks you a question, you listen to the question and you answer spontaneously. And when you answer, you don't think. The answer is already there in your head, right? Just generally speak. So now, are there any traditional meals that you would recommend?
Please pardon.
Any traditional meals, like traditional meal of your city or your some other city, any kind of traditional meal that you would like to recommend to other people?
Generally, no, because I
Mm-hmm.
like multi cuisine. I'm not
Okay.
allocated to a specific cuisine.
Okay.
So I'm that kind of person who will eat anything that will be provided to me.
Okay. And out of those anything, which one is your favorite? I mean, is it Chinese or is it Korean or is it Indian or is it Mexican or what?
I prefer typical Indian food because
Mm-hmm.
I'm born and brought up over here. I've
Mm-hmm.
eaten throughout my life Indian food. So I would
Right then.
prefer that.
Ronak is being very kind, Parisha. Um, she says that I would not call it a disadvantage, but then people are forgetting their values. What do you think?
Sir, I think people are forgetting their values because I prefer pen and paper because I love maths, to be very honest, and I
Mm-hmm.
hate using calculator because I think that calculator makes me more confused than I already am. And
And calculator makes you dumb.
calculator makes me dumb, truly.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
to not indulge my time in my electronics, I increase my work time, my classes time basically, so that because electronics are not only harmful for your not only killing your time, but they are also harmful for your health. They give you they give you strain, they increase your eyesight, and
Hmm.
I think 90% of the kids in India due to COVID has got myopia problem. They have got it, and they have got they have gone so much electronic used
Hmm.
that they they find it difficult to write, which is wrong because in the long run you'll be requiring to work with your hands more than your laptops or devices, because your hands are going to be permanent but not your devices.
Nima, you heard three people speaking. Anything you would like to say in your defense?
No, sir, actually, I think people are keep, so from my point of view, people are still forgetting their values, and they're more and more using the technology. I have two kids, and both of them are like this. They are all the time using these laptops and mobiles, and they are not keen to write. I always tell them, why you're not writing, and they always keep ignoring me, and they're not actually interested in writing.
Right,
So
right.
So I can see it from myself that they are forgetting and they are not liking it actually.
Right. Suresh, you want to say something?
Yeah, Samit. So in fact, in my view, not only forgetting writing, the one more thing is the memories are getting less used, I will say. Even your mind. There is an
Memories are
auto
being
correction
useless.
here, right? When we write on a computer, we don't remember the spellings. There is an auto correction. You don't know the spelling, but there is an auto correction, right? In fact, even if we
You tell me, because of auto correction, I really have a problem when I check students' papers.
okay, then also if we think about, right, I mean, in earlier times when there was no mobiles or something, right, we used to remember all the contact numbers in my mind.
Yes, yes,
right?
we did.
But
we did,
now
right.
we don't remember the contact number apart from the wife or the husband or the father or mother. You even don't remember the contact number for your closest friend. You have to check what is his number. If you do, I mean, that is also one major problem from the devices, I will say, or the technology.